views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
Hello and welcome to the BronxNet studios located here on the beautiful campus of Lehman College. Each week's BronxNet's team of creative students and passionate professionals shine a light on the stories, places, people, and events throughout our community. I'm Lindsay Violet, and I would like to welcome you to this edition of the Weekend Review. Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Lindsay Violet. Elevate NYC promotes wellness and self-care through manual and movement therapy approaches. Their aim is to make their work accessible to the wide variety of people. Reporter Katie Knight has the story.
Inside the Sweetwater Dancing Yoga building is the Elevate NYC Wellness Clinic. According to co-owner Alethea Pace, this clinic is designed to help people in the Bronx to get rid of the election stress. But what exactly is Elevate NYC?
Elevate NYC is a wellness company. We offer massage, group fitness, yoga, and meditation at corporate settings. We also have an initiative called Elevate BX.
We wanted to offer people massage treatments at a lower rate so that they could get rid of some of that stress, and we decided we're going to donate all of the proceeds to Black Lives Matter because we also felt that there are certain organizations that, given the new administration, might not be getting the support that they might have gotten previously.
Elevate NYC collaborated with Sweetwater Dancing Yoga to make this possible.
Elevate is folks from the neighborhood that do really good work, and they were inspired by some of the recent happenings to come and do some discounted massage therapy for the neighborhood and make all proceeds benefit the Black Lives Matter movement. It's people that I enjoy collaborating with. They like to serve the Bronx. They like to make their services accessible to the Bronx, and that's our prime directive, is to make things accessible to our community. You can find out about us on our website at sweetwaterdanceandyoga.com. You can also find out about what's happening here on Facebook.
Come and support Elevate NYC, come and support Sweetwater Dance and Yoga. They're both great organizations that want to help and bring wellness and health to the Bronx.
To get in contact with Elevate NYC, email them at info@elevate-nyc.com. For BronxNet, this is Katie Knight.
Bronx Backyard Sunday brings together local musicians, artists, and community members for a fun Sunday together. The last installment of the year for the Bronx Backyard Sunday was dedicated to raising money for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. BronxNet has the story.
If there's great food being served up with live musicians playing, let's see you're in a backyard and it's a Sunday. Mr. Magoo's on Broadway is probably where you are. It's called Bronx Backyard Sunday, now in its third year of providing locals with a great way to connect.
A creative neighborhood, just a lot of musicians and artists of all different kinds. I mean, art shows in our local pubs and open mic night, and it's great. It's such a community place that it feels close.
It's just good local music, people to get out here and get exposure. I come out here and different kinds of music. It's just a fun way to spend your Sunday.
The last of 6 concerts beginning in May, this one is for a good cause, says organizer Keith McDermott.
We decided to raise money to
for LLS because it's affected people close to us, people close to the organizers. So when we decided we wanted to dedicate one of our months to raising money, we figured LLS would be best because it's affected a lot of us.
According to the LLS Society, there are currently no means of preventing or early screening for most blood cancers. That's why musician Ryan Banga is also an organizer.
There's a mix of some blues, some bluegrass sometimes. I'll be doing a couple of folk tunes. And then some punk rock.
Also an expert at the grill, Banga says it's about bringing community together for a condition that tragically impacted his mother. Adam Wisniewski shared more.
Ryan said, hey, let's do it in honor of my mom. And, a lot of our friends were like, pretty close to her. And so it kind of, brings us all together and we get to do it, for a good cause and, in her name. So it's kind of nice.
This event marks the final event of the year. They will be back next year, beginning on Mother's Day. If you'd like more information, you can go to BronxBackyardSundays.com. For BronxNet, this is Arlene Makoko.
The Bronx Beer Hall serves as the home for the one-year anniversary of the Bronx Comedy Show. Comedians from around the community come together for a good time and a big laugh. Let's take a look.
Get your laughter on with Forget About It Comedy Show. The Bronx is known for many things, and that includes comedy. It's the one-year anniversary of the Bronx Comedy, and the Bronx Beer Hall is housing this amazing night.
Both of us, we've been doing comedy for about 3 years plus, and we've been doing it all around the city. I mean, it just got to the point where I realized, I've never done comedy in my own borough. And I realized, I want to be that person that's responsible for the culture of comedy in this borough.
And we just have a good time and, trying to make people laugh, forget about that's why our show's called Forget About It.
It's all about fun, said comedian Jesse Walmart. With the variety of comedians here, with the inclusion of sketch comedies and freestyles, it's all about just having fun with the crowd. Then he told us why this is important.
We're just trying to be the untraditional comedy show you're not used to. So.
We're actually going to be opening up for Bronx Comedy, our buddies at Bronx Comedy today, so that's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. We're interviewing a very special, important person. People in the Bronx are amazing, so why not do your comedy here?
Yeah.
Bronx Comedy is also looking for new comedians from the Bronx. If you have what it takes, this might be for you. Come out and share some laughs. For more information about the Bronx Comedy, follow them on Twitter at Bronx Comedy. For BronxNet, this is Katie Loy Knight.
The KRVC is a nonprofit organization that aims to encourage and support local initiatives that will build and enrich our community. They held a Broadway Bash in Manhattan College where various community leaders had the chance to mingle and network. Reporter Eden Martinez has the story.
The Kingsbridge Riverdale Van Cortlandt Development Corporation, also known as KRVC, held a Broadway Bash in Manhattan College that involved dinner, cocktails, dancing, and even a presentation on KRVC's Broadway in the Bronx initiative. The event gave people the opportunity to not only network, but to see how joining together can make the community a better place. Executive Director Tracy Shelton gave us an insight on how events like these could better the neighborhood.
We've done a lot in the Riverdale area, but we're really branching back out into the Kingsbridge, Van Cortlandt communities, and we're launching all kinds of new projects, celebrating some that we recently introduced off for Broadway in the Bronx. It's exciting.
We were also able to speak to some of the guests.
KRVC has just been an amazing asset to the community. I recently started a small business doing producing videos, and KRVC came to me at the perfect time. They have helped me introduce me to other small businesses, make connections. They help support my business and help it get off the ground at a crucial time. And it's really also amazing just to be able to do something that helps give back to the community.
We must support the park and anything that has their name associated with it because it's such a great resource for the Bronx, children of the Bronx, and the people.
This is Eden Martinez, BronxNet.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
Did you know kids who play outdoors have healthier lungs?
Totally. I did. Did you know that boys that play with dolls make better husbands?
My son has lots of dolls.
But did you know terry cloth diapers breathe better? I did.
It's totally true.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that strollers have the right of way on the sidewalk? Yes.
Yep, I did. Did you guys
Did you know that kids who eat breakfast have higher GPAs?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. That's actually what I was going to say.
Did you know babies should never touch silver? It's really bad for them.
I knew that.
Did you guys know that statistically friendly kids have more friends?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's obvious. Did you know most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right seat at the right age and size. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat to make sure your child is protected.
I'm putting that on my blog.
I just put it in mine.
This is why you took a second job. Why you taught yourself how to fix the plumbing. Why you'll do whatever it takes to keep your home. And that is why we want to help. We are making home affordable, a free government resource that can make paying the mortgage easier. Call 888-995-HOPE today.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. But it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Hello and welcome back to the Week in Review. If you missed any part of the show, be sure to check out all these stories on BronxNet.org and Fios Channel 33 or Cablevision Channel 67. The Bronx Chamber of Commerce held a network event to celebrate a successful year, and our BronxNet cameras were there to catch a big night. Let's take a look.
The Bronx Chamber of Commerce is moving into the holiday season with much to celebrate.
What's really exciting is this year alone, we've had 100 new members join the chamber. That's big for us.
Here at the evening business networking event at the Residence Inn by Marriott, located at the Hutchinson Metro Tech Center, Chairman Joe Kelleher.
The reason for that is because the members that we do have currently are so excited about being part of the chamber, and they see the benefits of being involved with the Chamber of Commerce, helping them with their financing, helping them navigate through all the city programs, getting them certified in MWB certification.
That work will grow further with the soon-to-be launched Bronx Now on BronxNet TV, hosted by Kelleher. While all this is happening locally, the impact is being felt nationally.
Recently went to a trade show down at the Javits Center, and it was the New York Business Expo. I got to talk to hundreds of people, and the amazing thing was, no one had anything negative to say about the Bronx. I was so impressed. The image of the Bronx is up.
The Residence Inn by Marriott is just one of the businesses helping corporations to take a new look at the Bronx. Clement Carey is the general manager.
Well, we love to be able to host an event like this chamber mixer. It gives us a chance to really be the center of town for the Bronx. And we want to, we have a lot of people use the hotel for business and social. And it's just a great chance to bring more people into the hotel and see what we're all about.
Among many established members,
I like events like this because it gives us an opportunity to meet all the other business people in the community and network.
There were others new to the chamber looking to drum up business.
I'm Bernadette Satterfield. I'm Vice President of JMAC Productions. We do a lot of events for seniors.
Actually, this is my first time here, which someone sent it to me by email. So I said, let me check it out. And it's so great meeting all these wonderful people in different categories right here.
A New York City council person for 22 years, June Island, who serves as a VP at the chamber, says it's great to see how government and private industry have collaborated.
The Bronx is kind of the last bastion for good development, for bringing housing that can find or provide a community for the working people of this city. And that's certainly something that's lacking in the city. And the Bronx has aimed towards that. And we've had developers who are doing some terrific things. So we're very proud of that.
One of the focuses each year for the Chamber is their annual toy drive they give to 5 organizations throughout the Bronx. So in just a matter of weeks, some young girl and young boy are going to be very happy. For BronxNet, this is Arlene Makoko.
With the elections now over and the time for the new president to take office, the Africana Studies Department in Lehman College held a town hall meeting to discuss the post-election. BronxNet has the story.
The Africana Studies Department at Lehman College held a town hall meeting where many students, along with faculty members, had the chance to engage in conversation about the post-election.
The post-election brought on a lot of anxiety for a lot of our students. And what was brilliant about tonight for me was the line of students that came up to speak and express themselves, and they don't always get that opportunity to do so.
During the election, both Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump raised many issues and policies that caused the country to seem divided at times. Some people were shocked with the outcome, while others weren't quite surprised.
This is a really sad moment for a lot of reasons. I don't think many of us expected Trump to win at all.
I feel that this is nothing new for me within the body politic of the United States. It's just unearthed. It took Donald Trump to unearth that which always was.
Students got the chance to talk about the underlying issues and the steps needed to move forward.
We need to get together and try not to attack people, even though I know it's hard. You know, some things we should attack. We should attack homophobia, we should attack misogyny, we should attack transphobia.
Issues of self-care and community care were also some of the topics discussed at the meeting. Students like Zoe felt like people should take advantage of all the resources they have, such as birth control.
I feel like this is the moment for us to really take care of our health first, make sure that we are going to have the resources that we need before Trump gets into office, and then kind of move forward.
Despite the many times people may have felt uncomfortable, students were able to share information with their fellow classmates without being judged.
I'm just happy that everybody actually spoke, because you know a lot of times people don't speak. I'm glad everybody had an opinion. I'm glad people shared their differences of opinion, and I thought it was, you know, a first step towards doing great things.
I thought that it spoke to the heart of the matter of what's going on. I thought it was very thoughtful of the Africana American Studies Department to put this together. And once it got rolling, I think, you know, it was beneficial to all those parties concerned.
The town hall meeting did more than create a space for students to voice their opinion, but it gave them hope to move forward and change their world. I'm Lindsay Violet, reporting for BronxNet.
What's on your mind?
Let 'em know.
What's on your mind? What's on your mind?
Hey, I'm Darren Hyman. I want to invite you to share with me on Perspectives with yours truly. Guess what? What do? We share perspectives. We find out about stuff with politics, news, current events, and the things that really make a difference in your life. Perspectives with yours truly, Darren Hyman.
Entertainment, he rocks it. Politics, he locks it. The host with the most would handle any topic.
Every Monday, talk to the borough's movers and shakers about the latest in Bronx politics, education, healthcare, arts and culture, and literally any and everything that's important to the people of the Bronx. There's a reason why Bronxites have been turning to Bronx Talk for more than 20 years, because Bronx Talk is about you and me, the people of the Bronx. So we'll see you Monday night at 9.
Hi, I'm David Lesh, legal correspondent to the Morning Show Open. If you have a legal question that you'd like me to answer, please send me an email at davidlesh@bronxnet.org, and I will address it on our Ask Your Lawyer segment.
Welcome, everybody. We are open. I'm the Dr. Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS. You can catch me on there each and every night right after the Quiet Storm. You can catch me right here on Open, 10 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and 10 o'clock. Let's just call it on the 10s and then just keep it tuned. And we got you covered like a blanket, okay? I'm out in the community and we're all over the place because we are now open.
If you want to stay in the know about the latest happenings in Español, check out Diálogo Abierto, BronxNet's own Spanish show, Wednesdays, 6:30 p.m. on Channel 67. The latest in news, arts, culture, politics, and what's going on in your neighborhood. Diálogo Abierto, the best way to stay connected in Spanish. See you there. Te esperamos.
Lehman College held a club fair to bring students together and to help them succeed outside of the classroom. Reporter Katie Lloyd-Knight brings us the story.
Lehman College hosts over 50 student clubs and organizations, and this includes academic, social, and pre-professional groups. For this simple reason, so that students can learn and grow outside of the classrooms. And as part of the students' initiation process, every year Lehman College hosts a club fair to recognize the different clubs.
So this is our annual club fair where we like to introduce new students to the different clubs and organizations on campus. So it's an annual event and we usually have a great turnout.
With the music bumping on the campus, students got the opportunity to sign up for the clubs that they want to be a part of while having fun.
We are a student-run organization by students for students, so it's better if the Lehman's own radio station comes and DJs the event so we can show the different talents that we have.
One of the club members were more than happy to share with his fellow schoolmates what his club is all about.
We are the Odyssey. We are an online platform, and we are part of the Lehman chapter. And essentially, we create short stories, articles, magazines.
New students are encouraged to not only enroll at Lehman College for academics, but to get a full college experience by being a member of any of these groups. For BronxNet, this is Katie Lloyd-Knight.
The Taino culture was celebrated through various forms of art, exposing the community to their past and making sure the new generation knows where they came from. Let's take a look.
Many people came together to celebrate and experience the Taino culture through an artistic journey on canvas, sculpture, and theater with their family and friends.
This all started with a series of workshops that we did. We decided that we wanted to do something cultural, something that kind of brings the community together, and we also wanted to learn more about our culture, you know. So we decided to have these workshops, and from there we decided that we were going to have a closing ceremony. So what you're witnessing right now is the culmination of all of that. You know, we basically collaborated with NYU VAU and decided they were going to take care of the gallery, and we were going to take care of the ceremony, and here we are.
I feel that for us to understand what our mission is, we have to know where we come from, and I think our children are the solution to the problem, which is giving them the baton, you know, learning our language, the Arawak Taino language, knowing how, you know, we came about. It's a beautiful thing, and I think that the importance of that is stopping the indoctrination and continuing the education.
The event consisted of a short theater performance followed by a gallery of artists who were inspired to make art based on Taino and Latin culture. Local vendors were also given the opportunity to sell some of their merchandise at the event.
My work here is called the Behigante mask or Diablo mask, depending on which country in the Caribbean. These masks you see, they celebrate these masks during the time of the Festival de Santiago or the Festival of St. James. This was a way during the Spanish Inquisition against the Moors in Spain. This was one of the early propaganda against the Moors. The explorers, the so-called found a new world, came over with the celebration. We internalized that negative and connotation into something positive, where we use these masks now as a way of liberation from oppression.
The jubilation was in honor of the Taino ancestors and never forgetting their struggles.
It's really important that the children and the youngsters go back and understand their history. So it's almost like a little history lesson in a sense, you know, the similarity of the words that belong to our people, Taino people, like the word babacoa, barbecue, hamaca, tabacu, tobacco. There's many words that are in the Spanish dictionary today that belong to us. So hopefully by continuing to do this, programs and working with the children, that we can see larger crowds, more people involved.
Founders of the event hope to keep the cultural history of Latinos alive by continuing to educate people on the importance of Taino and African culture. I'm Christina Lane, reporter for BronxNet.
Julio Pabon took his book Knockout, Fidel Castro Visits the South Bronx, to Hostel Community College, where he recalls the surprising visit from Castro more than 20 years ago. Let's take a look.
Hostos Community College welcomed Bronxite Julio Pabon to share his book Knockout, the untold story of Fidel Castro's visit to the South Bronx.
Everybody knows about his visit to Harlem in 1961, but they didn't know about the visit to the South Bronx, and I thought it was important to let people know that Fidel came to the South Bronx.
In 1995, Fidel Castro was disinvited by former Mayor Rudy Giuliani to attend a dinner held for delegates who were originally in town for the United Nations 50th anniversary celebration, but was then invited by none other than Julio Pabon to come to the Bronx through a press release. Pabon never thought in a million years that the Cuban leader would visit the Bronx, but he did. Carlos Molina and Wallace Edgecombe were some of the lucky people that had the chance to witness the historic event.
And it was just historic. And everything that Julio Pabon described is true, and he really does a wonderful description of the event.
It was a wonderful evening. It was so special to have a leader like Fidel Castro in the Bronx. They wanted to have the event in Manhattan, but he opted to come to the Bronx and thereby make a political statement.
Throughout the event, Pabon shared some stories, but he also reminds students that anything is possible once they put their mind to it.
If a person like me, who grew up in the South Bronx, with what I had, was able to write a book, nothing is impossible. My message to everybody is, especially in these days where we're having a president that we don't know where, how, or what's going to happen, you shouldn't stay quiet. If you feel something is wrong, go beyond Facebook, go beyond Twitter. Organize, do something, get involved, and let people know what you really feel.
Knockout proves that our voices and actions matter. To get a copy of the book, visit knockoutthebook.com or check it out on Amazon. I'm Lindsay Violet, reporting for BronxNet.
Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today. If you missed any of today's stories, we encourage you to tune in for Open on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 10 a.m., as well as visit us on the web at BronxNet.org. This is Lindsay Violet reminding you to stay connected through your channels here on BronxNet.
Hey, look, it's those guys.
What's up? What's happening today?
Let's do those pearly whites, man.
Yeah! The boys, check it out. Stand up to my chair, it's gonna compare us. Go!
Ooh, cute. Are you good to try?
I'm fine. Hey girl, what's up? What's the name? What's good? What's up?
How many did you have?
I should be fine.
You should be.
Sir, go and step out of the vehicle for me.
Yes, sir. See ya, buddy. Today, Sean's got a hearing. We'll see how it goes. Good luck. So turns out, buzz driving and drunk driving, they're the same thing, and it costs around $10,000. So not worth it.